Hello everyone, and welcome to my first reaction to Tales of the Empire. So as you can see, the first 3 episodes are going to be in this reaction, and the next 3 episodes will be in the next reaction. I actually had somebody look up kind of what was going on with the episodes, and they let me know that the first 3 episodes focus on one character and the last 3 episodes focus on another character. So I thought that was the perfect way to split up these reactions. Okay, so what do I know going into this? Not a lot. I know that Tales of the Jedi Season 2 eventually turned into Tales of the Empire, and my goodness, I think that's about it. If you have followed my channel for a while, you guys already know I do not watch trailers for anything that I react to. I just think it makes for better reactions. So I don't even know what characters we're going to be focusing on, so I'm really excited to get into this. Let's go.
Mother! This way!
Oh, okay. Morgan Elsbeth.
Stand your ground!
Interesting.
Let's go! Come on!
Oh! Oh! Great! If you know, you know. Oh, shit! Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh! I think we might get a really interesting look into how the hurt and rage is going to build up in her.
You are under the protection of the Mountain Clan now. The power of the Night Sister's broken. I'm afraid there's nothing left of your people.
Yep.
You used to say that won't happen to us.
That's not going to happen.
I'm sure her clan didn't think it would happen either.
Do
Fair
not
point.
give your fears such fertile ground to take root.
I watched my mother die. Are you prepared for the same? Knowing there was more you could have done to prevent it?
Do you think the droids will leave us alone?
As long as we leave them alone. I hear Morgan Elsbeth's words on your lips. We must trust our path.
Well, you're not wrong, but also, I mean, the droids could still come around.
They've asked for my help.
As a precaution, Morgan has some weapons. We won't bring them to the village.
Are you coming or not?
Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh! Oh, wow.
Just because someone does not want to fight, that they are not capable.
Okay.
Where is my daughter?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Our way is true. I'm sorry.
It appears your path is set, Morgan Elspeth. I pity you.
Oh.
For I can see what is to come.
Okay. I feel like we're moving this story right along.
Shields. To better protect your pilots and keep them on the field of battle for longer intervals.
Unfortunately, we will not be moving forward on this deal with you. These fertile systems, however, now those are interesting. I suggest you return to your world and prepare for our arrival.
Oh. Oh, lovely.
My superior sends me to these meetings to search for people with a particular vision. Why is it that you want to lend your substantial talents and vision to the Empire?
Why, for the glory of the Empire, of course.
I see.
Okay. This will be fun. I feel like we're about to have a real feel-good story coming up.
You said the Empire would help to change things. We trusted you.
When I found your village, you were nothing. Just one of 1,000 backwater worlds rotting away. I built your fortifications. I gave you strength to control the local systems.
And we let you run our lives.
Everything comes at a cost.
Including failure.
Oh.
They're all willing to turn on me. After everything I've done for them. These are not my people.
Oh! Oh! Is that Rook? Oh, wow. Woo! These fight scenes in these episodes are something else. Oh! Woo! Oh, she tossed that. Okay.
Who sent you?
Thank you, Rook. That will be all. Forgive the theatrics, but we had to make sure you were capable of handling yourself.
I feel like she's more than capable. My goodness.
History remembers the witches of
Oh.
I was curious to witness a display of your particular skills.
I was wondering if he was going to make an appearance.
While many of my colleagues think on a grand scale, they often overlook where problems begin, and they always start small.
You speak of the growing rebellion.
A sickness. Your designs are brilliant, but not cost-effective. Many in the Empire will trade lives for profit. I believe this is a question Captain Pallion already asked you. Your answer was a lie. Men like Istain join out of greed and self-interest. Why do you seek imperial favor?
Revenge. Years ago, my people were all but destroyed. My anger gives me strength, and it is that strength that I offer the Empire.
Offer accepted.
Whoa! Well now.
Miss Dane.
Long live the Empire.
Woo! I feel like this is more to the conditions we saw in The Mandalorian Season 2 here.
Open the gate in the name of the New Republic.
Nadura? Is that you?
I'm now an ambassador of the New Republic. There was a special assembly. They were looking for people to go to distant worlds and petition for membership. The Galactic Empire was defeated. You don't know?
Oh, wow.
Some news reaches us more slowly than others.
I will speak with her.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's doubtful she'll even see you.
Everything has changed. Maybe even Magistrate Elspeth. Let's see.
Well, I mean, maybe not.
I'm coming with you.
Oh, okay. Very disheartening seeing all these people, like, lose so much hope and just accept that this is how it is. So, this will be interesting at least, but I don't know that it's gonna be good.
Magistrate Elspeth, I am here on behalf of the New Republic. If you will not comply, I will have to arrest you. Leave now. Peacefully. It's what the people want.
That is not.
And how would you know what the people want?
Your crimes are well known. Step down willingly. Turn yourself in. Please, don't burn everything down around you.
My world has been burning since I was a child. Kill her.
Oh my word!
Get to the ship!
Your people need you more than I do.
Oh shit.
All right, send a distress signal.
I understand that you must be frightened, but I'm here to reassure you. You are all under my steadfast protection. You will work night and day.
They
but
feel
you
so
do
reassured
knowing
right now.
You will be part of an effort that will save our galaxy from ruin.
Be brave. No matter how dark things get.
I can't.
You can.
Oh, you can.
But you must be ready to do your part. Even if it is small.
Oh.
You can make a difference.
I received your distress signal. Come in.
Oh. Oh, great parallel to the shot at the end of the first episode. That really was a great first 3 episodes. I'm really, you know, I don't really know who I thought that they were going to focus on, but I didn't even think about Morgan, and I feel like that's a great character to get a little bit more backstory on. First things first, before I get into anything else, the animation was stunning, stunning. And I know a lot of the times I talk more about story and all of that than things like animation, but it just really blew me away in these 3 episodes. One particular thing to note was the fight scenes. I just felt were like really, really well done, and very impressive animation to go along with all of that. I really liked all of those a lot. And the shot, I don't know if any of you, the rest of you, kind of clocked this or paid attention to this moment. When she grabs the sand, when she's like grieving and you see that anger, then it looked amazing. It looked phenomenal. So I did just want to give a shout out to the animation, because it just really, I feel like it was so beautiful and intricate that I felt very fully immersed in this. And they were also able to just really make a lot of these fight scenes almost, you could almost feel the anger seep through in Morgan's, you know, particularly with her fight scene with Rook. I just feel like you could just see how she was composed and she was handling shit, but you could even feel in her movements that there was a lot of rage back there. There was a lot of rage, and I quite loved that. To kind of go through or comment on as much as kind of the other stuff, well, we got Grievous, my favorite, but genuinely, we're gonna give credit where credit is due. I think, and I know it was kind of short, that is the most villainous and threatening I feel like Grievous has been on screen for me. Okay? My opinion. It felt a lot scarier and just this really, you could feel the lack of hope once he kind of entered into the arena, so to speak, and all of that. And I have to give props for that, because I genuinely felt like, again, the animation and the music and everything like that really, really did a great job with that specifically. The first episode was really, really interesting, because you're seeing this rage and grief and, you know, just hatred, revenge, all of those, you know, things kind of stirring up within Morgan. You're seeing the start of it all, which, you know, by the time we see most of her story, it's already fully formed within her. But you're seeing this start of it, this need to channel this anger, this rage into something. You could kind of see that she really needed to do something. And there was this contrast with, you know, these people who probably want to have a more, you know, peaceful existence. I will say, and I feel like I talked about it a little bit, but like a point to be made is that you don't know for sure that, you know, this carnage is not gonna knock, you know, right on your front doorstep. You don't know that. And I definitely think that there's a really good balance of not letting your fear and anger and all of that guide all of your decisions, but to also be kind of prepared. Now, so, you know, I was kind of thinking that, you know, I had a feeling that Morgan sort of leading the way, given the fact that she's just had a tremendous loss. I mean, a tremendous loss might not be the best thing, and that might not be the person that you want to really kind of, you know, lead where you're gonna go physically, and it didn't end very well, right? But it was just kind of interesting that once shit went down, and you know, I do not know her name, I'm so sorry, but this character who was pretty adamant about, you know, more so not fighting, not, you know, going on the offensive for sure, you know, and kind of saying, you know, like, the droids aren't going to come for us, you don't really know that, and everything like that. When time came, she handled shit. That was also really stunning, visually and all of that, like, whoo! And I loved the moment of, like, just because somebody doesn't want to fight doesn't mean that they can't. And that actually just made me feel better about, you know, that community's whole mentality with it, because I was just like, you know, I was like, I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing to possibly be prepared. I mean, you literally just saw all these, you know, this like absolute, you know, destruction right in front of you, and you might want to prep a little bit. But I loved that, you know, I loved that moment to kind of show, like, I can handle stuff. And, you know, one of the reasons that, you know, maybe we don't, like, super rush into things and let our rage, anger, grief, all of that kind of drive our decisions. Not that I think necessarily Morgan had much of a choice. I mean, she's going through all of that stuff, and when you're going through all of that stuff, you may not be thinking as clearly as when you're not, obviously. It's a very obvious statement. But I just loved that it was her really channeling it, and we saw the start of how all of this kind of manifested within her. And that shot at the end of the first episode being very similar to the shot at the end of the third episode. And that was so beautiful and brilliant and stunning, and all of that because of, you know, it was her idea of, let me see if I can actually say this correctly, but like her idea of revenge. And, you know, in that first shot from the first episode, that's destruction done to her. You know what I mean? It's done to her. And in the third episode, it's the destruction she's inflicting. And how it kind of very much became full circle, and you can see probably a very literal metaphor of like a fire actually building and growing within her as these stories are being told, or as these episodes are playing. And I was curious, especially, I had a feeling that we might get a little Thrawny in these episodes. Do you think you would like if I called him that? Thrawny? I think he would love it. I think he would really like me. But yeah, I had a feeling, and especially with Morgan, when I kind of realized that it was going to be Morgan who we were focusing on in these episodes, I was like, okay, it's possible Thrawn's going to show up, and he did. And I liked their meeting. And I loved, you know, how he, again, I mean, we shouldn't be shocked by any of this, but he was really clocking a lot of how, you know, the Empire's working and how everything's kind of going on within it, but also clocking the fact that, like, what is actually driving you? Because, and it honestly is kind of interesting. You see their relationship a little bit in Ahsoka. You could see that Morgan had like a lot of, I don't know the best term for it, but she just seemed to have, she seemed to be very honest and not defensive at all with Thrawn, at least from how I'm remembering it. And you can kind of see that she was kind of, he was the person that she was able to just be honest with when he said, literally, tell me why you are doing this. And she was like, I want my revenge. I have felt rage and the power and the control and all of that. Like, genuinely, I thought that was a really interesting thing to put in there. And you can see how he also encouraged it. You know, he wanted to, you know, bring out that side of her more and more. And to be able to use her to the best of his ability, and I think he really did that throughout the course of her entire character arc and everything like that. So I thought that was really, really, really interesting. And obviously, you know, there's an interesting tie-in to the Mandalorian episode in season 2, which I feel like I might want to rewatch after this. I just feel like that would be great to do. But, you know, to see just the complete ruthless nature that she has really become. I mean, it was, again, I hate to keep saying it because I know it's repetitive and kind of obnoxious, but like the stunning animation of even just the fire behind her at the end of that 3rd episode was really, really interesting. And it just like even going in to that 3rd episode when it, you know, the ambassador that, you know, she left and then came back and everything like that. The people there, I mean, clock how the people are feeling there, because they all look like there's nothing we can do, all hope is lost. And when they tell you, you know, maybe your 4 guards aren't going to be enough, I mean, we're just as an audience kind of waiting for absolutely horrific things to happen, because we kind of know it is not going to be enough. We know. And we know that Morgan is not going to be like, yep, arrest me, sounds good. You know, like she's not going to do that. So it was honestly kind of like watching a tragedy. You knew it was going to come up and all of that. But, you know, just I think a really interesting look into how anger and grief like that can fester within someone to make them that type of person. And as I said, the animation was just absolutely on point. I really enjoyed watching these 3 episodes, and I hope that the next 3 episodes are going to be just as visually beautiful and great focus on character development, which you guys know I love that. So alright, I think that is about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you were here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.